All right, so this is just kind of like hopefully a short follow-up to the last video. I started taking the display apart, and I realized I should probably record it at the very least so that I can go back over the footage if something goes wrong. And I figured maybe you guys want to see too. But basically, you just remove these little plastic covers off of these two spots here. Take out two screws, and when you do that, the hinges will actually start to separate a little bit, which allows you to get a spudger in there, a pry tool, and remove the plastic clips. And once you loosen up enough of them, you can just lift the whole assembly out. So real simple, nothing too complicated. That's basically the inside of it here. I haven't gone any further with it. But if you look here, this is the model number. It is a Sharp display, and it is an LM64C089. Let's go ahead and see if we can find that online at all. And of course, we'll go to everyone's favorite website, eBay. And when I put that number in, it thinks it's a vehicle, which is kind of funny. But there is a pre-owned one from China, $42, which that's not that bad of a price, but at $45 shipping, a little excessive in my opinion. And I'm not sure if it's visible on here or not, but there's a scratch on the screen, which I think is just a plastic cover protective layer. But there's no guarantee that it'll work at all. And it's not even the right model number. If you look here, it's a completely different model number and everything. And the display itself looks a little bit different. So I don't know why they've got that listed there like that. Could just be a generic picture. Maybe they put the wrong one up there. It's hard to say. But I don't want to take that. Oh, and I got an offer apparently, so I can save a few bucks. But I'm not going to take any chances on that. But you can get them brand new apparently for $114 and $45 shipping. $110, $45, $120, $20 shipping from China. If these are in fact new, I don't know if they are or not. They're all using the same generic picture, but there's an option at least. I mean, if you are looking for a brand new one, kind of blurry, hard to see the labeling there, but I don't even know if this is. Yeah, it looks like they've got just like a bunch of these things here or not. But so eBay is going to be off limits. Let me see if I can find any other information online. And searching online just shows things like specs and all of that. I have not found anyone else that actually sells these things. There's an article from Vogon's, probably someone working on a similar laptop and all of that. But I have not found anyone that actually sells this display. Oh, wait, I take that back. LCDscreen.net has it for $160. Probably not going to buy that one either because that seems a little bit high in price. So yeah, so it's probably not an option to replace it, unfortunately. So unless you take one from another machine, and in that case, why not just fix that one up? But I digress. So the only options we have then are to replace the polarizer, which based on some of the comments and some of the research I've been doing is not necessarily simple, or might not even result in a good option depending on the polarizer that it requires. And I'm not familiar with display tech well enough to even go into that topic. So either that, or like I've kind of mentioned in the previous video and in the various comments, try to find a modern replacement that's about the same size. Of course, mounting will always be an issue, but nothing I can do about that. But let's go ahead and take this apart a little bit further, take a closer look at the electronics. So it does look like we have quite a few screws to remove. We've got one up here, one, possibly two over here. We got three of them over here. Maybe that one, I'm not sure. That might just be attaching this PCB here. I think it's the inverter board to the display, but it's, whatever. Screws are screws. Oh, and then we've got, of course, this here as well, which is attaching it to the back of the display assembly. Okay, well, that will remove the hinge as well, which is fine. They appear to be the same screws as well. Looks like these two do have to come out here. Oh, and it looks like there's some tape holding the wires in place here. There. All right, so on the back side here, yeah, this looks like it's the inverter board, as well as it controls the contrast and provides power altogether. And then the display then routes from there to this side probably. Got another power supply of some sort over here, and that's that. I'm not sure what these are for, or these are. Like I said, not an expert at this stuff at all, so, but it shouldn't be too difficult. I'm wondering if these capacitors need to be replaced at all. Let me take a closer look. So cursory glance, it looks like they're fine, but I need to take a closer look, probably under a microscope or something like that, but I'm not too worried. Looks like to get inside the rest of this display assembly, there's more screws, so we do have these two screws here. Not sure if there's anything under here. Probably not. It's kind of soft. And then on the back, we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So 6 screws in total, plus all these cables and everything. Not sure how much further I want to go into it in this video here, because I'm not going to be doing anything with it just yet, other than a curiosity as to whether or not this film can be removed or not. But that's as far as I'm going to probably take it, actually, for this one here. I want to do a little bit more research, see if I can get the proper polarizer film for this, and then determine if I want to actually tackle that as a project or not. I also want to do some measurements and see if I can find possibly a modern replacement for it as well that I can probably shoehorn in. And I'm going to look at the manual a little bit further, study the pinouts, see if I can determine what each one of those things are, see if anyone corresponds to just like RGB, H-Sync, V-Sync, and all that, and determine it from there. So yeah, I do read all your comments and everything. I do appreciate it. You guys give me some good tips and suggestions, some good words of encouragement and things like that. So I do look forward to all of that. So if you guys have any other suggestions or anything, if any of you have actually found a potential modern replacement for a display like this, let me know below. Otherwise, thanks all, and I'll catch you later.